What's up YouTube, JL Fulks here, welcome back to the channel. For today's video we're going to talk about my PRS CE 24. For the opening song you heard a little bit of this guitar going through my REVV G20 amplifier, which is a really awesome combination, lots of awesome possibilities for tone. Great guitar, great amp. I've officially had this guitar for about a year now, and I thought it'd be cool to do a video talking about my 5 top things I love about this guitar, the PRS CE 24. Because this guitar has certainly grown on me. When I first bought it, I fell in love with it. I wanted a guitar that had a modern sound, and I went into Guitar Center in the middle of the pandemic while I was building the studio and starting to do stuff from home, and wanted a modern guitar and fell in love with this guitar, ended up getting it right away. And I gotta say, it's still one of my favorite guitars and probably my most versatile guitar that I own. So I'm gonna go over my top 5 reasons why I love my PRS CE 24 and why I definitely suggest it for every guitarist out there, because this is probably my most versatile guitar and I love it. Alright, so the first reason I love the PRS CE 24 is because of the 8515 pickups. These are really high quality pickups and come standard in the PRS CE 24 and the actual custom 24. So you're getting the same pickups as the actual custom 24, and they sound great. These are really high precision pickups, and I've used a lot of different amps out on the road. Some of them not so great because I got to fly into shows, and these pickups sound great through everything. So the very first reason I love this guitar is because of the pickups. I think they sound phenomenal. So the second reason I love the PRS CE 24 is because of the bolt-on neck. First off, you're getting basically a custom 24 for a lot cheaper than the actual custom 24, pretty much half the price, which is pretty awesome, and there's not a whole lot of difference between the custom 24 and the CE 24 besides that bolt-on. That's going to be the big game changer between the two guitars. But I honestly prefer the bolt-on on this guitar. I think it's really great. And I actually have a love-hate relationship with the neck shape. It's a pattern thin neck, and some days I really like it and it's really fast, and some days I wish it was just a little bit fatter so I could kind of dig in more on some of the blues stuff. But overall, I think this neck is phenomenal, and that was one of the first things that I fell in love with this guitar, is because of the neck and how fast it played and how slick it was. It just felt really comfortable. But I would say my number one reason why I like the bolt-on neck is because it's great for flying and it's just a great gigging guitar. You really don't have to worry about a headstock break like you would with a Gibson or like some of my Heritage guitars. So flying with this guitar is pretty much a breeze, and if I have to check it, I'm not too worried about it because of the bolt-on neck. If it was a Gibson, I would really be worried about it. But this guitar neck is actually really strong, and it just makes it a great gigging guitar. The third reason why I love the PRS CE 24 is because of the coil split. Now this basically turns the humbuckers into single coils when you pull on that knob right there on the tone control. And this really comes in handy, especially when I'm flying out to shows where I can only bring one guitar, because usually I'd like to bring like a Les Paul and a Strat with this one band I'm playing with. And this guitar basically does it all, because I can bring this out and I basically have a Strat and a Les Paul because of that coil split. So some of the songs I'll hit that coil split and get some telly Strat type sounds, and then I'll push it in on some of the more rock stuff and still have the humbuckers. So that's definitely a game changer for me, and is a great guitar if you're flying in somewhere and I can only bring one guitar. This one's very versatile and gets the job done. The fourth reason why I love the PRS CE 24 is because of the tremolo and the hardware. I think that the hardware is really great on this guitar. It may be Korean, I'm not too sure, but everything else is made in America and assembled in America, and they really know what they're doing. So the hardware is not really a big game changer and actually saves you a lot of money, and it works great. This tremolo works really great, and I think it's really awesome to have a guitar with humbuckers with a tremolo and actually have the PRS locking tuners. I'm not sure which stage, like this is stage 2 locking tuners or stage 3, I'm not sure, but they work really well, and it's definitely a game changer on stage. I've done a couple dive bombs and still stayed in tune, so it's not like a Floyd Rose, but for the most part it does stay in tune, and I think that's one of the really great things about PRS and the PRS CE 24 in general. The fifth reason why I love the PRS CE24 is because it's lightweight and it comes with an amazing maple top. And these are pretty standard with every PRS CE24. It's kind of hard to see this one, but this is the gray black, and it's got an amazing top, and you hit it in the right light and it just looks awesome on stage. Really an awesome top, one of my favorite PRS colors. But besides the top being amazing on all the PRS CE24s, it's actually a really lightweight guitar, and I think that's one of the big game changers for me live, is this guitar is really lightweight compared to like some of my Les Pauls and stuff. So this guitar is a lot easier on the shoulders and everything when I'm playing long sets. And yeah, that's basically my top 5 reasons why I love the PRS CE24, and it's always going to be in my go-to guitars collection. It's one of my favorites. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.